Hey everybody, it's Lazer again. Beautiful day here in Israel after the gym. Friday, getting ready to take my oasis one day from the world. And I know everybody feels like the world is filled with conflict and hatred, confusion, a lot of darkness, but there's one place where you always can catch a lot of unity and remember what's really going on. I try every day, just repeating it again, keeps my sanity to get through the hardest moments of the biggest challenges in life. Get some good exercise and then come speak to the plants, listen to the breeze, listen to the trees, the birds, see how all of nature is in harmony. Remember, where man hasn't touched, that's still the place in our soul. That beautiful place where no one can taint it. The beauty of nature taps back into the beauty of all of us, of the way we really are, and the mistakes and all the pain and challenges in the world. They can have its effect to cover over our real selves, but it can never actually touch and ruin that point in us, that we can still put that seed in the ground anytime we want to start over. And I have to start over every day. So I just want to let you be with me in the mountains here. This is where Samson was, in these mountains right here in the Bible, and it's just beautifully inspiring. Our physical power comes from our soul power, just like what happens in the physical worlds. What's happening in the physical worlds now is what's happening in the spiritual worlds. So if there looks like there's tension and conflict and hatred in the world, that comes from what we're doing spiritually. So we have to all try to find a way to do what we're doing in our belief systems in a way where it includes the big picture, where everybody's a part of it, and we understand how good and pure everyone is. And then we have an effect on what happens in the spiritual worlds, and it comes down to us in blessing and kindness and revealed goodness in the world. So blessing you all to make a new start today. Now that the weekend's coming, make sure you don't get trapped into thinking you got to run around and buy things to be happy. The forest is for free. The birds, just listen to the birds. The birds see a lot of things. They do a lot of traveling. So when they speak, your soul understands their language. Soak it up. When your soul sees the beauty of the dance of the weeds and the butterflies, take time. Don't try to understand it. Sometimes you don't have to talk. You just have to watch it and let it massage your soul. Take a deep breath. Whatever you're going through in life, financially, your health, your love life, your children, your family, whatever it might be, searching for yourself, your faith, just talk it out. Talk it out to your Creator straight with simple language. Say, I want to be connected to the real me, what I'm really supposed to do in this world. And I want to be humble. I want to be filled with love to give other people love. I want to be able to grasp infinite living in a finite body, in a finite world, and combine it. And all of us have that potential. But we have to find places that inspire us. If you're just going from bus to train to office building to carpool, running like crazy, that's no life. A person who doesn't have an hour to himself a day, that's not a life. You might retire at 70 with a lot of money in the bank, but that's not living. That's every day. Don't wait. Make every day like it's the greatest day. Oh gosh, how much I have to give praises to be able to be in this space. Do you believe this? Yesterday on my way to my show in Jerusalem, I didn't want to be late, and there was some protests, and there was a whole bunch of traffic getting into the old city of Jerusalem. So I always go with the Waze. I've tried a lot of times to think I know better than the Waze, the GPS, and I don't end on up top. So I didn't pay attention. Next thing I know, I'm going through all in East Jerusalem, an all Muslim area. You know, I got a lot of Muslim friends that they like me and I like them, but this was the first time I was like 20 minutes in a one-lane thing, stuck in traffic, and it was an all totally Muslim area. And the reality is that I know 98, I don't know exactly what percentage, 98, 90% of the people there that just want to be like everybody else, work hard, have a living, take care of their family, do whatever. I mean, there are a few crazies mixed in, and it was a little bit scary. But, you know, I tried to smile to people, and people who hadn't, you know, I put my window down, was trying to just get the vibe, and some people smile. Some people you can see there is some hatred in the eyes, but I'm hoping I get, just talking now with you, I'm trying to raise money for a project where there will be no peace by just signing something in the Middle East. We really have to sit together, and I'm trying to start an organization that will get people of the same age groups together, Israelis and Palestinians, Jews and Muslims in the region, to discuss the ideas, the history of the last 200 years, discuss religious ideas in an open forum, not to try to come up with some solution, but it has to be done slowly. People have to know each other, to love each other. The pain is so painful. The pain of so many lives lost in this region, and we're all family, we're all close brothers, and there's a lot of things to learn. I learn a lot of things from my Muslim friends, and I always take time if I'm playing in hotels or wherever I am, if there's someone who's, you know, people don't know, but Israeli society is very mixed, Muslim and Jews. I take time, and some people are open and some people are very warm. The scary thing is that every time there's some crazy terrorist attacked in Israel and Muslim came from Israel, everyone says, oh, that was the nicest guy, how could it be him? So that you know, these are open issues that we need to discuss with each other, and I'm hoping that we can somehow raise the funds, because anyone who's thinking just by boycotting Israel or joining some group that says, you know, just kick out all the Muslims, that stuff doesn't work, all that fanatic stuff. The only thing that's going to work is we have to try to know each other and speak it out, but it needs to be small groups. I'm thinking of the ideas through. I'm going to try to raise money for that, because I met so many beautiful people like all of you all over the world with so many different beliefs, and in just a short half-hour plane trip sometimes between New York and Boston, I've had people that just thought totally different things, way off track, and in a half hour we learn to love each other, respect each other, and become friends, and it goes a long way. And so, as you can imagine, I try to keep happy and keep singing and spread love, but as you can imagine, we're never here in Israel without a broken heart of all the families that lost their children, lost their parents, lost their brothers, lost their sisters. And no matter how much joy we have, that pain, it can be a crippling pain. And so we have to it causes us to dig deep. So I guess that's why our role is to just dig deep and learn how to deal with it I was speaking last night. If you want to know what the Jewish people are about, the Jewish people are marathon runners. They're not quick fixers. We don't sell quick fixes in the Jewish religion. It's about being a marathon runner, and you got to go for the long haul of keep going with the dream of this oneness, that the world, just like the forest, is all one and all of us are one. The truth of the oneness of the Creator that's within every person, every creature, and we're all here to reveal that oneness. And that oneness is revealed not from being the same, but realizing how special my part in the world is, and respecting how special other people's roles are, and what we have to learn from others and what we have to give to others. Just like the beauty of this field is so beautiful. If it was just one tree, if you look closely, some of the species, there's so many different beautiful things here. And it's just, we have to grasp our diversity, and people who are secure in their belief systems, they're able to love and respect others, and we don't have to believe what they believe. And you know, folks, the reality is, don't argue with people about their beliefs, because none of it can be proved. And when it comes to belief, there's no argument. It's belief. If you want to talk about historical facts of the last 200 years, those things you can talk about. But as you know, they're also extremely hard to pinpoint. You take 3 historians, 4 historians, 5 professors. They'll give you 5 different answers, just like 5 different scientists, 5 different theologians. And so just come out. It has to start with you, the fixing of the world. You have to be in tune with yourself first. You have to really seek your own humility, seek your own good points, seek your own spiritual growth to fix the world. It doesn't help to, go to all these protests that people go to, or, sending out whatever they do, thinking they're going to fix the world this way. You can't fix the world through any means except first by taking on a spiritual journey of bringing oneness and light into your own soul. That is the only way that you're going to be able to fix the world, fix the environment as well, because when people are not spiritually healthy, they need to buy a lot of things and do a lot of things and travel to a lot of places to be happy, and the world can't sustain it. So I'm praying here in the Holy Land. There should be peace in the Holy Land. There should be peace in our houses, peace with our brothers and sisters, peace with our children. We should know how to balance strength and kindness. We have to know how to use those things. For the real evil in the world, and there is evil in the world, we have to know how to stand up to that evil and not bow down to that evil. And at the same time, we might have to speak to some Muslim congresswoman who is trying to take the role of Hitler today in America, and we have to despise and hate her philosophy and her policies, yet we have to love the person, because each one of us is a child of the Creator with great potential. So when we're arguing with people, the main thing is you can dislike, even hate their philosophy. I mean, when the guys of the KKK are, applauding this woman congressman for her hatred of Israel, then you can for sure know it's bad stuff, and it's prejudice, and it's anti-Semitism, because the KKK is grasping it. So I have many stories of people from the KKK that when they were given love and shine love on them, they were able to turn around and get out of it. And that goes for every single person in the world. I believe that we have to hate their philosophies of evil if they're wrong, and yet we have to love the person themselves. And that takes a balancing of your strength and kindness, and you have to do a lot of apologizing. You have to do a lot of learning, a lot of listening, and I'm also have to do a lot of learning, a lot of listening, and I'm blessed with all of you. Take